Hey, it's April Davis PI, Friday, May 30th, 2025. Got a box from Bear Prospecting. I can't wait to see what's in here. Stay tuned. Well, I'm going to do the best I can with this, considering I still have not invested in an overhead camera. I meant to film this earlier today where I still had some good daylight, but had some major issues at the lake house with the AC and couldn't film with the port air running. And so, no, we don't have any AC for maybe another 1 to 3 days. Oh, gosh, let's not even go there. Okay, I ordered one of these buckets from Bear Prospecting, and it did come from, the return address is Indiana, but it says Southern Ohio Tri-State, and I saw the tracking came from Ohio rather than Indiana, so I'm not sure how Southern Ohio Tri-State is connected to Bear Prospecting, but I did order this off the Bear Prospecting website. And these are like a limited quantity available, apparently. There's only a few left. People have been really happy with them. I've seen several YouTube videos where, basically mailbox miners, couch miners, kitchen miners like myself have been getting these jars, and they have all kinds of little goodies in them. Now, as far as return on investment, I probably shouldn't have bought it. I don't know. I haven't opened it yet, but I don't think there's going to be as much gold as I would get in a regular bag of gold, just because, there's no guaranteed amount. It's just supposed to be like gold and silver and gems or, whatever the heck is in here. So, wow, I got to figure out how I'm going to empty this out without spilling this and losing anything, but be able to film this at the same time. I really need a second set of hands. But let me lift this out. Oh, wow. This is heavy. There's a lot of dirt in here, it looks like. Oh, wow, and I see something in the bag right away that looks like an earring. Like one of those old, vintage screwback earrings. There's also some type of rock or stone in here. And it appears to be the bag inside the bag. So I'm going to pause the camera for just a moment and get this open. Okay, I opened the first bag. It's basically a Ziploc bag inside of another Ziploc bag, so that's great. And this was lying on the in the second bag, not the one that contains all the goods. So I don't know if this fell out of the original bag, but it looks like it's definitely one of those old screwback earrings with some type of stone. I'll have to test to see the stone. I'm going to set that aside. I want you guys to be able to get a view of what I'm seeing firsthand inside this bag. Yeah, like I said, I really need 3 hands to be able to do this, but it looks like there's all kinds of goodies in here. Geez. You know what? I need to hire a filmer, I need to hire a film editor, and I need to hire a sound editor. Anybody have anybody like that? Free of charge? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, some type of rock. Let me set that aside. This looks like some type of quartz. Oh, wow. Look at the markings on that. Yeah, I'm not really a gemstone person as far as being an expert. So as you guys are watching this, if you want to put in the comments what you think some of these are, this is really cool. I like it. Need to research it, but I like it. Must be more than just a rock or it wouldn't be in the bag. Oh, that's awesome. Looks very old. And the camera is shaking like an earthquake. That's just Kelsa, the gold panning kitty. She must have smelled the pay dirt. Oh, yes, here she is. Sorry, I'm going to try to hold the camera down, but then I'm going to lose my hands here. Kitty? I'll show her for just a moment. Kitty? Kitty? Hey. Yeah, there's the Dodgers and the Yankees in the background, and it's not going well. Yeah, you need to get off the table. She's all riled up today because the AC guy's been here a couple times and just basically to say that he can't fix it today. Yeah, I know you like the gold, but okay. We're going to get you off the table. Let me pause for a moment and get her to move. Okay. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep her down because she's very interested in this. Here's another unidentifiable rock. I know you guys that are experts at these rocks and gemstones would probably be able to tell me immediately what these are. So once again, oh wow, this is awesome. What the heck is this? Oh my gosh. I had the free trial on the gemstone app in my phone. I don't have that anymore, and I'd really like to know what this is. This is very unique. Oh wow. Please, I need your help, you guys. People in the gold community or the gemstone community. Let me know what these are. This almost looks like some type of fossil. See that on the top? Like there's some type of shell? Wow, this fossil here, if you can see, it looks like there's a star. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. It's like a fossil with the shape of a star. Oh my gosh. Please, you guys, please let me know what these are. That's cool. Oh, some type of crystal that's been turned into, it looks like it's been turned into a pendant because it has a little hole that's been drilled across the top. Yeah, I know it doesn't come from nature with the with the hole drilled across the top. So it's got like clear and blue and kind of purple colors running through it. Wow. I'm sure these are pretty valuable, but what do I know about rocks and fossils? Here's another one that looks like a fossil. I wonder where they got these. I think it might have been their pay dirt that I got before. There was somebody I ordered from in the Midwest, and there were a couple like real teeny tiny baby seashells, and they were the smallest shells that I've ever seen. And I lost one of them in my house, but I was able to find the other one. And it was just like a baby shell. Here's another rock of some sort. Not a gemstone. Like I said, I don't think they would just sell me a bag of rocks. Like, there's probably some type of meaning in that. Oh, here's a really nice crystal. I wonder, what to do with all these rocks and crystals. Since I'm not a big rock person, I wonder if I could sell these on Whatnot. Yeah, you guys are not following my Whatnot. I'll put the code in my description, and you guys can sign up, and they'll give you $15 to spend free of charge. Oh, wow. What is all of this? I wish I could put the camera right in the bag. Oh, wow. It's some sort of tie bar or tie clasp. Looks extremely vintage, and it's got gold inside. Oh, I'm going to have to look this up off camera with Google Lens and see what this is. I'll look it up before I edit the video, and I'll put a text across the screen or something to explain what this is, because I have never seen a lot. I collect a lot of jewelry. I do a lot of Goodwill Blue boxes and Goodwill, shopgoodwill.com boxes, and I've never seen anything like this with it's like gold inside the tie bar. That's probably going to be a rare thing to look up. Wow, there's all kinds of little pieces of jewelry in here, guys. Can you see this? Wow. We'll have to hunt for the gold off camera, and then I'll show you what I find. But right now, I just want to show you me seeing the inside of the bag for the first time. I want to be really careful because I don't want to lose any gold, especially with Kelsa the gold panning kitty cat. Here's some more. Looks like maybe quartz. Let me know in the comments. Hopefully Mama Bird will be watching this sometime, or Careless Whispers. They could probably tell me what these are. Oh my gosh, there's a ring in here. Oh, wow. Yeah, I need to do my nails and my hands are very dusty from this bag, so excuse the condition of my nails. Had to do a lot of physical labor today to get the Porta AC hooked up. Oh, there's a marking in it. Oh, it's an old 925. Oh, wow. It's tiny. It almost looks like a child's ring. But this is really old silver. Oh, that's cool, because rings are my favorite out of all the things I collect. You know, anything gold, silver, or rings. There's a little old locket in here. Oh my gosh. It opens. Oh, I'm also going to have to look this up with Google Lens. Look at that. This is definitely, I can tell from jewelry collecting that the way the hinge is, this is super old. Oh, I don't know if it's antique, but it's definitely vintage. Oh, wow. What do you think? Vintage or antique? Vintage would be 20 years or more older, and antique would be 100. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I love stuff like this. I like when there's like goodies in the bag, and oh, there's a little hourglass. A gold hourglass. Oh, it's a pendant. I'm looking at the items and I'm not really looking at the camera, and I should be looking more at the camera so I can get these items in the center for you guys. I don't think it's real gold, but probably gold plated or sprayed or, gold coated. But that's cool. Oh, and there's a little pen. And it's got a stone in it. I'll have to test the stone. Looks like some type of bird. I'm not sure. And I will test the stone later with I got a diamond tester. Some type of tack pen. I have a whole jar of tack pens. Oh, and a little key. That definitely looks vintage. Yeah, that'll be another thing to add to the list for the Google Lens. I'm especially interested though in the, like I said earlier, the tie bar and the little heart locket, and that's just incredible. I gotta be so careful because I don't want to get a piece of gold stuck underneath, my fingernail or something. Oh my gosh, there's something in here. What is it? Oh my God, it's some sort of religious pendant. Please comment in the comment section of the video. You can help me identify. I need your help in this one because I don't know what a lot of these rocks are, and I don't know what that pendant is. Or it could also be a charm. Oh my gosh. There's a ton of stuff in here. Oh, here's a little old. Oh, it's missing a stone, sadly, whatever it is. It's very old. This is very vintage. And it's got the little bail on the top, a little gold bail, but oh, it's sad. It's missing its stone. Well, that's too bad. I'll have to test those stones. I don't think they're diamonds, but I'll still test them. See what that is. And there's something in here that's in a bag. And there's a lot of dirt mixed in with this, and I don't want. It says BF Armed Services Pocket Token, and I don't want to lose any gold. Let me very carefully kind of move this sticker. It's got a UPC code on it too. So I don't want to lose any of the either gold or not the gold, but the dirt is kind of stuck to this. So I want to be really careful that if there's any gold in there. says, God bless America. Oh, that's cool. What's on the back? God bless those who serve, who give of themselves without reserve. Very, very nice. Thank you, Bear Prospecting. There's still more rocks in here, too. I see what looks like some crystalline silver in this bag. Oh my gosh, it looks like there's some... Look at this. Oh, it's a piece of crystal, but it's like almost like two pyramids together, and it's sort of a lime green. I don't think it's peridot, and it's not emerald. What is that? Oh my gosh, I need your help, people. Oh my gosh, we're going to have to research so much of this. This is going to be a much longer video than I thought. Oh, look at this. Here's another fossilized rock. I can't believe that other fossil had the shape of a star. I wonder if that was like a baby starfish or something. Oh, that's cool. These are great. I just, I need to get more educated on this as far as these rocks and gemstones are concerned. This almost looks like a piece of clay, but it's some sort of a rock, but it's clay colored or rust colored. And there's a few more. Oh, there's some sort of little stone in there. It's also kind of clay colored. Wow, we're going to have to do you know what, we're going to have to put this into the strainer and get some of this stuff out. See if there's anything more in here that's large to pull out. Oh my gosh, there's more in here. Look at that. I think it says 1930. I'll have to get my my loop. Of course, I need it during the video and I don't have it. Or is it 1939? 2939. I'll let you know on the screen. I'll put it up on the screen what it is, what year, after I find the loop. There is okay, that's strange. There's a little key in here. I don't know what this key is to. A secret key. This is very odd. This is some sort of stone, but it's in the shape of a cylinder or a barrel. What is that? I'm going to look back on this video and I'm just going to cringe at my nails. Oh, wow. You know what? I'm just going to do a dump into the dedicated strainer. It's just a kitchen strainer, but I have it dedicated for gold hunting. So I'm going to move this right here so you guys can see. And it's hard for me to see the screen because, and this bag is leaking on the coffee table. Oh, don't want to lose any gold. I keep getting my whatnot pop-ups. A lot of people doing shows tonight. Remember, I'll put the code in my description of this video, so if you guys want to just go into the marketplace, I transferred all the items over to marketplace and whatnot, so if you haven't already signed up, sign up, and they'll give you $15 to spend. Okay, I'm going to take some more of these stones out, but I got to be really careful. I'm going to have to clean up this, some of this went out on the coffee table, and I don't want to lose any gold. There's a really pretty blue stone there. Lots of colors mixed in with it. Really nice. Here's another couple of pieces of looks like quartz. Okay. Oh, we're already up to 14 minutes here, and I haven't even got anything. Oh, here's another key. There's another key in there. That's so cute. I love it. Oh, wow. There is a piece of copper. Look at that. Whoops. Oh, there it went. It's underneath my bucket. There we go. Piece of copper. Probably hard to focus, but there's a piece of copper. We're going to set that aside. I have a little bag of copper and stones, and I try to separate them into different categories, whatever I can identify. And the others, I just have it like in a bigger bag. There's some more rocks. Let's just get moving here, and I'm going to like kind of get I want to get the dirt out of here, separated from the rocks. I'll just keep pulling them out. Oh, wow, I see like a big piece of gold in there. It looks like, oh, geez, I don't even have my pliers out yet. Oh, my gosh. I see a big sparkly piece of gold in there. Oh, my gosh. I gotta turn off the camera to grab my pliers. I'll be right back. Okay, I grab the pliers. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna do surgery here. Look at that, those are sharp. And I grabbed the Garrett snuffer bottle. And I'm gonna start before I completely strain this soil out. If I see anything that looks like silver or gold, I'm just gonna pop that out with the pliers. Looks like there might be some crystalline gold in here. I've seen crystalline silver, but I've never seen crystalline gold. And I have to be really careful with the pliers because this stuff can be, I hear this stuff can be like really brittle. Oh, wow. This is going to be really fun to pan once I get all this separated. I think I'll just pull out what I can see, and then I will separate the rocks from the dirt, and I'll get the little demagnetizer tool out and, start separating a magnetized material from the rest just to kind of get it down. And then, oh wow, a lot of crystalline type of gold or silver in here. Oh, earthquake from the kitty. Kitty, okay, you can sit here, but you just got to be really good. She's so interested. I don't want to be mean to her, but come on. I'm already like starting and stopping the video. Come on. Oh, there's another wheat penny. We'll put that in the little separate pan here. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, don't shake the table. I don't have a good. Yeah, no, don't sniff the gold. Sometimes when I'm a little bit short where I should be, I don't think it's my gold panning skills. I think it's because somebody has been helping me a little too much. And I don't know. Maybe she needs to be x-rayed because she can have gold in her tummy. Sometimes she seems to have a tummy ache, and I'm like, oh my God, did you eat some gold? Did you sniff gold in your nose as it stuck? Oh, there's a lot of crystalline. A lot of crystalline in here, and I don't want to squeeze it too hard because I know it can be very, very brittle. I don't want the pieces to break off. Okay, you're going to have to leave. You're going to have to leave. Well, hopefully you can hear me. I had to turn on the Porta AC since we have, I've been begging for almost 13 years now for the management to replace this AC, and luckily I've got some of my own Porta units to help, which I really shouldn't have to pay for, but it is what it is. Oh, there's a little piece of metal of some sort. I'm going to just put that in the snuffer. Don't quite know what that is. Trying to get the cat from jumping up on the table because I don't want her. Oh, almost lost a piece. We don't want to do that. I'm seeing lots of crystallized metal in here that's either Luckily, I'm doing this with a pan underneath the pan, so when I drop a piece, it catches it. I've had quite a few people send me crystalline silver before, but never crystalline gold. So we'll have to take a really good look at this. I'm wearing a headlamp too, so hopefully that's not like screwing up the lighting. And I just, thank God I've got the tweezers, because there's like a big dark hair in there. And I'm a redhead, so it's not mine. It's kind of like finding hair in Goodwill jewelry. For some reason, that always, it bothers me. Oh yeah, I just can't seem to grab it with the pliers. I don't know why something as simple as a hair is so disturbing to me. I've seen so many disturbing things as a detective, but that bothers me. I just have a thing about seeing human hair. I'm sure there's a lot more worse things to worry about in here than a piece of hair. Hopefully you guys can hear over the AC. We'll find out when I edit this video. You may just have to look at the picture. Still a lot more stones and gems coming out of here. Putting all the crystalline silver or gold into the snuffer bottle. I know that crystalline silver has to go through a special process to make, so I'm sure it's the same with crystalline gold. So I'm not really sure of the value, but I would think that it's pretty pure. If anybody knows about the crystalline process, let me know. See, this is a very unusual bag for me. I'm just used to getting the straight up pay dirt and cleaning out the rocks and the pebbles and the occasional goodie. But it seems like this whole bag is just like goodies. It's a specialized bag. So I knew it'd take me longer to hunt it. But I just couldn't wait to open it. It's like opening up a present before Christmas, And at my age, the gifts are pretty slim to none, so this is really fun to be able to open something like this and see what's in here. It's funny how the cat, she's obsessed with this. My other cat was obsessed with mail. Would just go crazy for mail, and I had another cat that was crazy for metal detecting finds and would just lose his mind and then steal the jewelry in the middle of the night and hide it. Stole a $4,000 diamond ring. He saw where I hid it, and he stole it in the middle of the night and hid it in my pants. And luckily, I didn't walk out of the house with the ring in my pants. Yeah, that was spooky. He was the metal detecting kitty, and this is Kelsa. She's the gold panning kitty, the one that you saw in this video. She's a handful. I'm used to having boy pets, and these two girls I got, they're hard. Girls are hard. even with the two-legged type. Girls are harder to deal with than boys. Well, we're going to have to pan these pebbles as well because there was so much like of this crystalline substance in here. I don't want to miss anything, especially if there's like a fine little piece in here that's bigger than, I'm not sure the mesh size on this. It's just probably like a quarter mesh. It's your typical cheap, Amazon spaghetti strainer. But okay, I will set that aside so that it doesn't leak out in case there's some little gold specks in there. And I will start demagnetizing and then panning the material. Well, here's the material after I used the demagnetizer tool. And I got quite a bit of magnetized material out of it, quite a bit of black sand. So we will see how much gold is actually in here. I looked at the snuffer bottle, and I think most of the crystallized material that I pulled out was silver. It was just kind of hard to see with the lighting that I have. Like I said, because of the AC situation, I couldn't do it during the day. I don't have any natural lighting. And I've got this big spotlight on my head, and I've got a ring lamp that's next to me on a tripod. And so it kind of made some of the silver crystalline material look kind of gold and shiny like gold. So we'll go through that as soon as I can pan this out. I think I've got at least maybe 10 shovel loads, maybe 12. Hopefully there's something in here that'll pay for this very nice bucket. Well, it's a good thing I didn't record the panning process of the pay dirt because I found nada. And I've been mining gold in my home for about a year, and I've never had this happen before. So I really hope some of the crystalline that's in this snuffer bottle will be mixed with some gold. I pulled a few more pieces of crystalline silver out. I still have to pan the rocks, but I've already panned the dirt, and nothing. And I'm not going to take out the cleanup buddy tonight at this time of the night with all the mess that I have here. And we're getting boiling hot here. So I'm just like, I'm frustrated. I know that this is not for the gold content. This is for the treasures involved. The last one I'd seen on the internet, somebody else, I can't remember who had a bucket like this. They found a lot of shark teeth, which I thought was awesome. Sadly, I don't have any shark teeth. Let's dump this out. Let me dump this out. Do they sell these buckets without gold? Is that even possible? Huh. Wow. I don't believe it. I don't believe this. I'm going to really have to study some of these pieces, but I don't think this has ever happened before. Why would I spend $50 for a bucket of pay dirt and there's not a piece of gold in here? Like, is that possible? Because I certainly don't think the rocks or the jewelry's worth the $50. I've got some cool things. It was fun. I have to say that much, but I'm in shock right now. And I have to turn off the camera because my cat is going to kill my bunny. Hold on. Well, of course, now she's hiding under the sofa, so I can't reach her. So we may have a murder scene here tonight. She's become very aggressive lately to the bunny, and I'm not quite sure what to do because the bunny was here first. What a day. If you hear the disappointment in my voice, it's not over the fact that we don't have any AC and it was 96 friggin' degrees here in Los Angeles today. And the bunny, she's going to have to learn to fend for herself at this point, but I don't think I have any gold. I know some of this crystalline silver when it was, it was all dusty and crap, it kind of resembled some gold, but no, it was all it's silver. I mean, I know gold from silver. I'm definitely not colorblind. Like, well, people, it's the next day. It's Saturday, May 31st. And, I don't even know what to tell you guys. I did order this from Bear Prospecting. I received it right away. It came from Ohio, even though the return address said Indiana, which is where they're from. I see they paid a lot of money for the postage, so I think they might have just walked it into a post office rather than using a pirate ship. It would have saved them a lot of money. So, Bear, if you're watching this, definitely sign up to pirate ship. You're spending way too much on postage here. I appreciate that. They didn't charge for the postage at all, and it cost them $19.60 on a $50 purchase. But it did have this other return address on it as well that said Southern Ohio Tri-State. So I'm not sure if they made the buckets or they got the buckets from whoever Southern Ohio Tri-State is. I had seen at least one video online where somebody got a bunch of shark teeth, which I thought was awesome. Of course, if you look at the website, it doesn't guarantee what you're going to get, just items that you might find, metal detecting and so forth. But it did say there would be some placer gold in there. It doesn't say how much. I didn't really expect much. I did send them an email last night when I woke up this morning in LA. There was an email back saying, they were sorry if there was no gold in there, and they would, I told them I was going to hunt it again, and, they told me to get back to them because if there's no gold, they'll send me another bag. And, I don't want these people, I don't know them, but I know their reputation, and, I've only ordered from them once before, and I was extremely happy with what I got. I mean, I got even more than I was promised. And I was a lot more of a newbie then than I am now. So there's no way that I missed this because they said that there's 0.10, that's a tenth of a gram of gold that was added, supposedly. I don't know if they forgot. I don't know if they got these buckets from somebody else and they're just reselling them. I don't know. There's so many gold channels right now. It's hard to follow everybody. But I did see at least one video where somebody was, talking about these buckets and showing these buckets. And, I was like, oh, that's really cool. And, a treasure hunt. Because I used to go, treasure hunting all the time. But as many of you know, I'm super disabled. And, I'm lucky to make it to the garbage bin out in the driveway or the laundry room in the back of the building. Like, my life is basically stuck inside this apartment until, the rent money runs out. And so I was extremely upset when I went to bed last night because I was like, I don't think these people are frauds, and I don't think they're trying to rip people off. I don't think they would want to ruin their excellent reputation, but I've got it all in front of you. And when I was first, picking it out you saw in the earlier clips of this video, when I was picking it out, some of it looked like gold, like gold crystalline, but there's not gold crystalline in here. There's silver crystalline in here. And under the lights that I have, and I'm dealing with a very old ring lamp, and I've got a little, portal lamp on my head. It does kind of look sparkly, but it's not gold. And I've looked at it with the loupe. I've looked at it with the mining lamp. I've looked at it with the flashlight. I've looked at it with the ring light. I've taken the bucket or the pan outside. And also in the video, I don't know why, now that I've watched the clips back, but many times when I was trying to say tweezers, I said pliers. And I don't know why when I make a YouTube video, that sometimes my brain just goes in a different direction. I just wanted to give everybody a heads up that if you order, let me put the bucket out here. If you order one of these buckets, even though, nothing is guaranteed as far as the amount, please make sure that you're finding at least a little bit of gold. They do claim to put the tenth of a gram in each bag. So I don't know if it was just an oversight. Please, everybody, don't come down on me in this video in the comments. I'm not trying to throw these people under the bus. Bear, I don't know your first name, but I do know your wife, and she's a wonderful person, and you guys have top reputation out there as far as the gold sellers that I'm aware of. My worst situation has been this golden pay dirt, but and I had one bad order that came on Amazon that had a couple of pieces of fly poop from somebody else, and I got a video about that too. But I just, I went to bed in shock. I couldn't sleep last night. I was like, whoa, I don't believe this. I mean, I know for $50, I wasn't going to get $50 worth of gold. I understand that. But, it was the thrill of the hunt. I did find 2 wheat pennies. I found the little baby ring. And I really love that little heart pendant. I've researched that company. There's actually a stamp in there, and that's 1/20th 12 karat gold plate. And it's from a company that's actually in my birth state of Rhode Island. And they made those pieces in the early to mid 20th century. So that's a really old, it may or may not be antique, but it is at least it's extremely vintage. Like I said, early to mid 20th century, that gold that I showed you, or that heart locket, did have, some gold plate in it, and it was plated over silver. So that was a cool find. That's a keeper. But yeah, if you guys are buying this for gold, just make sure that you pan this really well, and that you repan it. And I'm even going to run it through the cleanup buddy later. But I've just hunted this. There's no way that there's a 1/10 of a gram. I mean, I don't even have a piece of fly poop or a piece of flour gold. So I don't want to give these people a bad review. Please don't come down on me on the comments, but I'm just, this is why I did all this on camera. I didn't do the panning on camera because I am a little slow with the panning still, because I want to be so careful. I just, I don't know. Maybe you guys can comment on this video, tell me what you think happened. And as far as those rocks were concerned, I'm not a rock expert. I admit that. Maybe you guys can help identify some of that. One of those rocks almost looked like a piece of raw tiger's eye, which is my favorite. But the only tiger's eye I have in my collection is polished, so I wouldn't even recognize if it was in a raw form. So the rock that was brown that had the striping in it, maybe that's what that was. And there was a few pieces of quartz. I didn't find anything like rubies or garnets. I did find that little green pyramid-looking object. That was awesome. I'd love to know what that is. Yeah, I've been talking for 10 minutes now. I don't know. I don't have any words for this. And I still feel bad about what's going on with the golden pay dirt situation. And I know that's completely separate, but it's like, I heard Bob. I heard Bob from B&B Prospecting once say on one of his videos, he said, if it weren't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. And this is just, it's kind of depressing. I know that they're going to make good on it. I believe them. I think they're honest people. But like I said, I'm not sure why on the box it said Southern Ohio Tri-State, and I think the last box I received from them said Bear Prospecting. So I don't know if they own 2 companies or they were working with another company. Maybe they'll see the video and they can explain the Indiana address with the different name that was sent from Ohio. I do have the tracking. It did come from Ohio rather than where they're from, but maybe they travel a lot. A lot of gold people travel. I just don't know the connection between their website, their company, and Southern Ohio Tri-State. And, I did receive the bucket. I did receive the goodies. Sadly, I did not receive any shark teeth, but see, shark teeth were not promised. You never know what you're going to get. It's a treasure hunt. So I guess all these buckets are different. but the one thing that they have in common is that they all have 1/10 of a gram of gold. At least they're supposed to, according to their email. The website doesn't tell you how much you're going to get. It just says you're going to get some placer gold. And sadly, I don't have any. And, I know they're going to make it up to me. I'm not worried about that at all. I trust these people completely. So just, if you order this bucket, make sure you guys check it to see if you got any gold. And, if you guys want to send me any videos on this, express any opinions, please, keep it positive. I don't want these people to be slammed. I don't want to hurt their business. I just, I've got to be transparent here on my channel, and I got to let everybody know what happened. And then, we can see what happens, and I'll be sure to make a follow-up video once all this is straightened out. So if you're still here at the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Remember, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed.